we produced like 14, 13 or 14 online classes with different artists.
Yeah.
And the last ones that we produced, you can go to, it's called billettoblade.com,
Uh-huh.
and it's
Okay.
with Ben Abbott, the judge from Forged in Fire.
Oh, no
So
way. That
my
is
wife and
cool.
I, yeah, we went out to his studio in Virginia and we hung out with him for a week and we recorded him basically making two different knives from scratch, from absolute scratch to gorgeous finished products. And we recorded everything, wrote a curriculum, helped him launch the class, start a social media, everything. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, we sold our interest in that project
Yeah. Yeah.
eventually, but it was a good project. A lot of fun.
That's crazy. Because a month ago I'd never even, well, maybe 2 months ago, I'd never even heard of the show. And now like I'm talking to somebody who, put together
It's a good
learning
one.
programs with one of the judges. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It's actually one of like I think the best video things I've ever made. It came out
Yeah.
really good, really good.
So did he give you a blade? Did he give you any
Yeah,
memorabilia? Did
yeah,
he
yeah. We
really?
have two. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
One of them is a Santoku, has two metals. Um, Handle is like purple heart and like a black bogwood and silver. It's nice. It's
Yeah,
very nice.
my kids are gonna be floored when they find out what I just talked to. They might not know you, but they're gonna know that. They're gonna be, Dad, that's amazing. Can you get his autograph? I'm like, well, I haven't met the guy. Give me a break. Oh,
No,
that's
he's a
cool.
very nice man. Ben is very nice.
So how long ago did you do that?
That was We launched that class for Christmas of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah. That was
So
the
that was in the midst
last
of all kinds of
class that
other
we
stuff,
produced.
right?
Yep.
That's
Yeah, it was interesting going out to his studio because we filmed it in like I want to say September or October of 21 and the
mm-hmm.
airports and stuff were still pretty empty.
Yeah.
We went out to him in Virginia and hung out with him and his wife and everything. Um,
How did you land that from doing what you were doing to getting that?
yeah, that one it's funny because the story is so simple. The simple answer is that we were watching Fortune Fire at my in-laws' house, and my wife turns to me and says, "Hey, you should do a class with Ben." And I was
Shut
like, "Yeah,
up.
it's a good idea."
Oh,
And so I found his website from his, personal forge,
yep.
and I told him who I was and that we had produced like, 10 classes or something at the time. And we gave him a pretty good deal. I mean, from a business standpoint, how it worked is that we put up the cost and the effort to produce the class
Mm-hmm.
in exchange for keeping a higher percentage of the royalties, and he got
Yep.
a smaller percentage. So we took the first hand risk, let's say,
Yep.
and then obviously he lent his name and Instagram and just general, celebrity status to help sell
Mm-hmm.
them. And he's a very down to earth guy, and we just figured it out, and we
So
uh,
basically, your
went
wife
out
had a
there.
great idea.
Yep.
You had the guts to make the call. You pitched the idea, and he said, "Yeah,
Yeah. Honestly, it was very like
uh,
when you actually look at the steps, it was very easy.
yeah." And that's just it. Like, there's
Yeah.
that whole easy, but maybe not simple to like a lot of things seem we make things
Yeah.
overcomplicated, but
Yeah.
it's really not that hard a lot of the times. It's just having the guts to
Yeah.
do it.
I will say that, it did take some, let's say, ramping up,
Oh
right?
yeah, I bet.
His were the last two classes that we made. So at that point, I had already produced hundreds of hours
Mm,
or taken hundreds of hours of interview footage and all this kind of stuff, many, many hours of editing. And we built his like a standalone product. So billettoblade.com is his alone. So we didn't
yeah,
try to bundle it with anything else. So it took a lot of hours to know how to do that, obviously how to film. I mean, we had two cameras, so they're, several $1,000s of gear, audio equipment, all that kind of stuff. Um, I had written curriculums for other classes, so all of that experience with writing curriculums. So it's one of those things where the actual, like, it seems obvious now, but it did take a lot of steps beforehand. And
Yeah.
then obviously we had a portfolio to show him and be like, hey, look at all this other stuff. Yours will be even better than this because you literally have fire in your class. It's like yours is going to be even cooler than all
Yeah.
these ones.
Yep.
So, it did take some gearing up to even maybe have him be willing to do it, but his actual class was probably like the most fun I've randomly had in a garage in a while. So it was
It's
great.
just to listen to, it's so relatable to things that I do, or I know a lot of when you get a new opportunity, like you said, like your wife said, this would be a great idea for a class. You said, okay, I've never done a class with a blacksmith before, or never done anything like that before, but I've done classes. And we get it all the time where you'll say, well, have you ever done specifically this for someone specifically like us before? And I'll say no, but I'll say that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And some having some certainty in your abilities and going after it and just doing it. You're learning as you're going a lot of the time, right? Hey folks, thanks for checking out this clip from the Business Line podcast. For more great clips, click here and click over here for full episodes.